Many of my friends hated the Matrix sequel, Matrix Reloaded, but I absolutely loved the scene where Neo meets the architect, who happens to look a little bit like the Wall Street version of Albus Dumbledore or Gandalf the Grey. The scene is amazing because the architect talks about simulations. He talks about learning from each iteration about the success and the failure, and then using those learnings to redesign the matrix. In a similar fashion, startups can learn from validating their hypotheses. This is common knowledge, but not a lot of teams practice validating their hypotheses. So when I founded my startup, I thought I will be the nerdy CEO tracking all the major decisions and see how I can improve them and keep a note. And boy oh boy, did that turn out to be a great decision. Very simple hack here. When you are making any decisions, you can take it from the sequential route where you are talking to the AI that this is what I'm planning to do, what hypothesis should this be? Or if you are tracing from a hypothesis that you already have, for example, maybe you think, if I do my products marketing on LinkedIn, I'm gonna get more customers. Now that's a hypothesis, but we don't have a null hypothesis. We don't know which metrics you are collecting to evaluate this decision, and what items, what literature review, basically what type of concepts or keywords are concerned here. With the AI, you can just ask all of these things with just one single prompt, and it's going to give you a very nice little table, and that you can copy paste into a spreadsheet, and there you can do further tweakings to make it customized according to your campaign. And after that, it becomes a job of tracking and updating. Sometimes you will learn things right within the first 3, 4, 5 days. For example, an ads campaign I ran for a client. This first day, whatever I uploaded, everything was not working. So second day, I had to redesign some more contents and change some of the messaging. And then we started seeing better results. And by the 5th day, I knew a lot more about this particular brand and how they should do their copywriting. So this process can be a little cumbersome, especially for people who struggle with attention or they're pressed for time. In that case, you don't have to go for the rigorous scientific breakdown, but you can keep a very simple version where you're just writing, this is what I think will happen, this is what I did, and this is what happened. So when you're tracking all of that, eventually the notes, the main learnings, if you store that somewhere and if you visit that every time you're planning, it will save you from a lot of bad decisions, and it will help you prime yourself to make better decisions for the next campaign. This one isn't really a lot of like AI dependent as much as it is dependent on the discipline of the founder. I also struggle from this from time to time, but I'm working on it and I will continue to working on it because this is really an invaluable practice. With that being said, one pro tip, do limit the number of items you're trying to validate. I got overzealous at one point and then I had like too many things going on. I couldn't track. This is basically I bit more than I could chew. So I would suggest to be careful about that. And when your hypothesis starts to work perfectly, I suggest you drink your favorite drink and look up at the sky, think of Matt Damon from Good Will Hunting and say, how do you like them apples? Or death to Skynet, eh? So that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video where I will be sharing what I'm doing right now for customer intelligence and for customer research. And if you like these kind of videos, we're gonna make more videos for founders, create contents that help you and answer the questions that you have right now. We also have access to multiple experts across different domains. So if it is required, we can also invite people to be on this YouTube channel and share their lessons and their insights with you. So feel free to let us know and stay engaged, and I wish you all the very best. Do subscribe and do let us know in the comments if you have specific questions. If we can help you in some way, we would love to address those and create contents that actually serve your curiosity or your need. By the way, like the video if you liked it, if you watched it all the way. That gives us a lot of boost and helps the channel do better. And before we leave, remember my friends, the real intelligence is still in there, last time I checked.